second device is here. Okay, cool. One of the biggest misconceptions women having business right now is thinking that instability is being caused by the lack of a strategy. And before I move forward, I'm not against systems, strategy, tools, because those are part of the game. Okay? Going back to the conversation. So when you think that is the lack of a strategy, that you need to change it, that you need to do something else, that you need to try another thing. So you go and grab another tool, which is beautiful, and maybe work for a while. You're experiencing results. It feels like progress. It feels like you're moving. It feels like finally, the business feels a little bit steady. More clients come in, income. You feel like you're moving. You feel like you're evolving. It feels like finally this was the thing. And I want you to listen here, especially here. And maybe this lasts for a couple of weeks, even months, and then you go back to the same, and I don't call it pattern, but to the same place. And then you look for another thing. And like I said, we feel like we're moving, but we're not moving. We're not moving. Because the real, and I don't call it issue as well, the real thing hasn't shifted. You're trying to build something steady, strong, that lasts from an internal structure that still fluctuates, that is not solid. I'm going to do another live about that. That is not solid, that it still shifts. Things are going great, you feel pumped, you move. Things slow down, an uncomfortable conversation with a client, something happens with your family, something external, and you move, you shake, you stop, you slow down. You know what I'm talking about. Or you wake up like feeling like $1 million for a couple of months, days, and then go back to experiencing the doubt, I don't know what I'm doing, I need more clarity. Well, I'm gonna rest, I'm gonna do whatever. No. So when I saw that, I stopped looking at my business as a isolated category. What I do mean with that? I started seeing business not only deeply connected with me, but and not only an expression, but as a result of me, the woman behind the business. Everything affects everything. And when you're not solid, when you're not poised, when you're not steady, everything moves, even if you have the perfect systems. Let's put an example real quick. Let's say that me and you were using the same system. But let's say if I'm still fluctuating, I'm still shaking, something happens, if I'm not consistent with that strategy, with that system, with that funnel, with that whatever, it's not gonna work. Maybe for you it's gonna work if you're steady, if you don't let anything move you. And that doesn't mean that we don't feel. It does mean that you feel. It does mean that you have this foundation. And I'm not saying that mere foundation, because this specific IG is not for the woman that is a beginner, okay? It's for you, a woman like me. You put your skin in the game. You have plenty of tools. You go to retreats, to the masterminds, to the 2-3 day live events, which are pretty cool. I love them. I'm go there. That you feel really pumped. But that is another tool. If you don't know solid, you come back home, then you're really pumped for a couple of weeks, even months, like I mentioned before, and then you go back. And we're not here to play in that fucking game. Excuse my French. So realizing that, And not only through working with amazing women, but also through my journey, we create the woman behind the business. A 12-week experience is not even a program. And here, it's not for more information or more things that you know, because the clients that I get to attract, the women like you and me, we know plenty about all the tools. But the missing part, if you will, is the fully integration, the consolidation, the solidification of that. Because if you're not fucking solid, anything can move you. If you're not fucking solid, excuse my French here, something external, things are going great, oh, you feel really right. Things slow down, oh God, you're still doubting. Fuck that. And I want you to wake up, because between 2026 and 2030, we have one of the biggest transfers of wealth. And wealth will require you to be ready. It doesn't matter in what field you're in. I work with realtors, with people in network marketing, women, coaches, healers. But if you're not solid, if you're still shaking, if you're still fluctuating, guess what? Your money is gonna reflect the same. And I'm not saying that we don't feel nothing and we are perfect. Nothing at all. We don't bypass. I'm not talking about perfection. I'm talking about a woman that is fucking solid, that doesn't matter what happened out there, she moves. She immediately, when a situation presents that is not that comfortable, she goes through. When there's decisions, she moves. She's not in the paralysis. She's not in about thinking. And another phrase that I've been listening is like, well, God, universal source, I call it God. I already say yes. Are you saying yes to you? Are you preparing yourself? Are you doing what it takes? And I'm not saying just memorizing the thing and teach them. It's about integration. Who are you behind the scenes? Who are you with your partner? Who are you with your kids? And again, not perfection, but congruence. Are you really solid? If something happens with your business, if something happens with a client, are you really solid to have a conversation that doesn't break you? Are you really solid to sustain your prices no matter what? And not by faking it, by feeling really, you know what the fuck? I'm offering something really, really great. I'm not lowering my prices. If you receive a critic or whatever, you see it and okay, that is your opinion. If I think that is valid, that I have something to harvest from that, I will. If not, next. That is the attitude. And like you see, it's not about just the business stability. It's about you. It's about your money. It's about the way that you live. It's about the clients that you get to attract. And that is a big responsibility. This is the non-sexy part. But like I said, the woman behind the business is known for more information, which actually, of course, there will be things. But it's about consolidation. It's about solidification. It's about integration. I don't care if you know anything. Show me your results. That is the part that sometimes it feels uncomfortable because we know a lot. But the results, see? The DMs are open, either myself or my assistant. We can go back with you if you have any questions. Some material will be released in the next few weeks, and the cohort is going to take place on June 18. So now you know. If you've seen this before Monday the 25th, there is a special, and I'm not going to say it's special or reduction or for FOMO, investment for the founders of this specific cohort. So if that is you want to know more, send us a DM. Let's have a conversation. And think, one other thing that I want to clarify this as well. When we ask, we already know the answer. Trust your intuition. Trust if something moves inside from this conversation, even something. Go back, watch the replay. Allow yourself to receive. I want to remind you again, more information is everywhere. But who are you? Are you really solid to hold it? Or you want to be in this intermittent fasting that up and down, up and down? That is exhausting. In the world that you want to create, it will come for the one that is steady, that is certain, that can actually hold that. Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Cool. Like I said before, if you have any questions, let us know, and we'll see you soon.